everybody, and welcome back to another one of our videos. We're down at the allotment again, nice and early, and lucky enough we come down and they've put a small pile of manure there. So what I'm going to do this morning, concentrate on getting around as much of it as I can. It doesn't matter that it's got all the straw in it, because let my cameraman come up a bit more, because look, see, it's got a lot of straw in it, but it doesn't matter too much because it's going to be there for a while, and the straw helps keep down the weeds and ready up for my pumpkin plot. So if you're liking our videos, please remember, like, share and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell another friend. If you want to leave a comment, you can leave a comment in the comment section. We will get back to you on them. So we're going to make a start now. Going to go back up to my plot and bring down the barrows, and then we'll start getting as much of it up as we can. So I'll be back with you in a minute. Right everybody, so what I'm doing is just giving this turnover. Nothing fancy, just turning it over so that the old manure can go down and rotten down over the season. So you can see the dirt is nice and soft. It'll turn over quick because of had a nice thick layer of manure on top. See some nice big healthy worms in there as well. They're nice, and they had a lot of stuff to break down over the season. So when I put the manure on there now, all I do is just plant straight into that. So I'm just going to come down a bit more, then I'll start bringing down the fertiliser, and then I'll do down this in. Then we've got all this to sort out. The area where my corn is. Yes, I've still got those two stumps. I haven't seen the tree surgeon come round. They always come round up the front. They usually drop stuff down there as well. And come this morning, and thank God they've made a start on that. They've filled up one skip, and by the looks of it, it's going to take another skip and a half, because there's still a load of stuff on there for them to take up. And then I don't know if they're going to turn it over or leave it for the next person to do, but that's a lot of work on that one. I couldn't see myself taking that on with too much. Right, so I'm going to carry on with this, and I'll be back with you in a minute. Right everybody, so managed to bring round some of the manure and guano, I'll call it. Got a nice pile there to start off with. I'm going to need about another 2 piles maybe, or 3 piles of that to come all the way up to the top. But just pile that up for now, leave it there for until when I get more, get rid of all this, lightly dig it over, and then spread it out ready for winter. So if that's what if you're not started your winter prep, now's the time to get it started. I mean, we've been having dry weather all for quite a while now, so really what I'll have to try and do is get everything watered again before I go, because I can see my dirt is looking dry. So let my cameraman come up. I've still got a few of these in there. I think there's about 7 or so in there. As you can see, my onions have come up already, nice. Right, come around, still got plenty of chard in there, although some of it's starting to, I haven't watered it for a while, so that's maybe why it's looking like that. Still got my beetroots and lettuces in here, callaloo in between the middle. Still got my chocho, what is still, I don't know why this guy's so messy. Every time he does something, he doesn't know to tidy up after himself. Still got my my coyote or chocho still running. You can see still running this time of the year. I think it's because of the weather. Still got French beans here. My lily started to flower again, and on the other one. And I've still got Savoy cabbages down here. Still got spinach in that over that side. Still got this problem here, which I don't know what this is. Don't know what that is. Gonna try looking it up, and can't find anything of what to do with it or how to treat it. Right, what else have I got to show you? Oh yeah, let me come round here and show you this. A few weeks ago, when I dug over this bed, there was a couple of things that started growing again. Let's see if I can. There was a couple of these, and I pulled them out and I put them back in place. And I came there this morning and looked in the middle, and there's a small cauliflower starting to come up in the middle of that, which tells me if I just cut off the top of the cauliflower and leave it in there, then more or likely you'll get a new set of cauliflower. Right. The other problem I've got now, I mean, I know they've cleared it up, but the rats are getting annoying now. I filled in along here with some gravel what I had, and I put some of the white stones in. So what they decided to do now is dig from the other side. So that's how annoying they are. So whether they got inside or not, I don't know. I'm going in there in a minute. Right, let me come round to this side and show you. I said that this bed was going to be the nightmare bed with weeds, and you see my garlics starting to come up now, and the weeds are just running rampant again. This bed has got pure elephant garlic in it, and As you can see, they're starting to come through now as well. Although I planted them really deep, they've come up early because of the dryness. And you've got to get all these weeds out as well, which is a pain in the neck. And these are not the ones that send down the roots, are like long strands like this. It's just annoying. I know we could all live without weeds, but it's part of the process. Got my roses flowering again, the red one and the white one up there. This is my magnolia tree, and I know we done along here, put a thick layer of manure on top to keep down the weeds, and it seems to have helped a bit, so happy with that. So I'm going to go in the polytunnel now, so I'll be back with you in a minute. Right everybody, so we've got in the polytunnel. I've come in and I see that they've got in there, which is what I didn't want because of their constant digging and everything, and you know, you can see the damage what they're causing now. I've got my ginger, what was growing nicely and rooting down. You can see the ginger was growing nicely. They've dug that out, they've dug that out, they've dug holes in these, in my okras, there, the buckets up there with my eddos and all that. My peppers on the shelf, I see they've bitten up all my snack peppers and everything. They've dug holes in here, holes in the carrots, pulled them up and nibbled on them. I don't know about the beetroots, most probably all my snack peppers I can see have been taken down and eaten. You can see how much they've eaten. It's just so annoying. You're here trying to do the best you can. I'm not sure if they've got up to the hanging baskets because I can see like dirt's been taken out of those as well. So whether they're still in there inside or not, I don't know. It's hard to say if they're still in there. This plant, whatever it is, I can see it starting to flower now. So it must be some type of flower plant what I've planted, but I don't know what it is. It's just so annoying now because all your peppers and everything what you've got in your polytunnel now, all these carrots and all that now, all these carrots and everything, I can't use them. I'm going to take off these okras before I go. But you can't, all my thyme, they've just dug that up. But I thought they wouldn't have been able to take the smell of the thyme, but it looks like these things are getting persistent. You can see they've bitten big chunks of branches off when they're trying to get to the pepper what they want to eat. So it's just so, you know, you're doing the best what you can do, and then when other people cause problem for you, it's not nice. And this could have been addressed dress earlier if they had cleared up the rubbish, then, you know, but you just have to do what you can. It looked like I never wanted to resort to using poisons or anything like that sort of thing, but it looks like I'm gonna have to if they keep coming in and causing problems, because what I've blocked up there, they can go somewhere else and dig, and then go somewhere else and dig, and it's a 5 metre polytunnel, so they've got plenty of room along the edge to dig, but we check when we come. And when they come in and start digging up your crops and everything, it's not nice. So I'm going to carry on. I'm going to give everything a good water and see what I can do along this water everywhere, along the sides, and see if anything flushes, if they're in there, if it flushes them out or whatever, and then we'll take it from there. So thanks for watching this one. I know it's not much what we can show you, but you know, it's just upsetting at the moment to know that you're doing something because you're trying your best and you've got something what's causing problems again. So thanks for watching this one, and I'll see you all on the next one. You take care until then.